Greetings, Fortniters. This is JikkySef. We're going to use Primal Neymar Jr Exhibition again. And as I stated in the last match, we are going to take him to Pleasant Park in search of more research books. So I blinked my eyes and all of a sudden it's week 8 of Fortnite Season 6, Chapter 2. I'm surprised, I thought it was earlier in the season. We're on FortniteIntel.com and here's what it has to say about the Week 8 challenges. Fortnite Season 6 Week 8 Challenge Guide and Cheat Sheet. Fortnite Season 6 Week 8 is here, and with it comes a wave of brand new weekly challenges. Here's how to complete them all. So I'm no longer making challenge videos, but I will drop you some tips right here in this match. First up, we're going to Pleasant Park because we need to find research books, so you'll see what that's all about soon. From dancing in the kitchen to setting restaurants on fire, here's how to complete every Fortnite Season 6 Week 8 challenge. With every new week comes a wave of new Fortnite challenges. These challenges are the best way to gain a lot of XP and climb up the Battle Pass tiers. As well, some of the Battle Pass skins have different variants locked behind how many weekly challenges are completed. The Fortnite Season 6 Week 8 challenges are here, and they're relatively easy, with only one challenge requiring players to deal damage. The rest are as easy as visiting locations and performing specific actions. This guide, along with the Fortnite Intel cheat sheet, will show players how to complete each challenge. So we'll go back to that in a minute. We're going to get our head into the game here. As you may remember, the greenhouse is one of my personal favorites to land first. And all the research books are on the first level. Let's see if we could find one. There's a couch. There's small shield potion. I'm not seeing a research book in this house. Nope, there it is in the corner. It's in the dining room. Someone knocked that chair over, but didn't pick it back up. That happens in my house sometimes. Could it be the cats? Nope, it's usually Kyle. Look at that, fireflies. There's a lot of stuff to make things burn, because they want you to burn structures this week. Anything else good? Fortnite Season 6 Week 8 challenges. The challenges this week are relatively simple, with the first one being a fetch quest. Players will have to score Holly Hedges or Pleasant Park in order to find a research book. That's what we're doing right now. The books will be found inside one of the houses and will be surrounded by a glowing blue aura. I apologize, you're going to hear a crinkling sound in the background. Kyle is eating onigiri, which is seaweed and rice. I live in a small house, so you just can't escape the noise. Hope you guys don't mind. Someday I hope to have a house with a recording studio. One can always dream. Alright, let's go to the next house and see what we can find. We're going to burn this house. Now, I know I saw someone land on the roof here, so we'll be careful. As indicated by me crouching. Alright, let's see where they are. Oops, they're shooting at me already. Woolly Warrior. Got her. And there's someone else in the house, too. Almost lost all my health, but I got them anyways. Alright, back to FortniteIntel.com. The next two quests can be completed at the same places. Players will have to launch from 3 Guardian Towers. They will also need to open 2 chests found at the Guardian Towers or at the Spire. The top of each Guardian Tower has 2 chests that players can easily open and then use the launcher. The last 3 challenges can all be completed within the same match. Players will first need to land at the Der Burger restaurant and dance in the kitchen. I always dance in the kitchen. They will then need to find a car with enough gas to drive all the way to the pizza pit without leaving the vehicle. Then, the player will need to use a firefly jar when they arrive at the pizza pit. Here's a hot tip for you guys. The cars that are found in the new garages, they always have 100% gas, and there's a research book right there. However, there is no garage at Durburger, so that's a pointless tip. Completing all 7 of the Season 6 Week 8 challenges will net the player with a whopping 168k experience points. That's quite a lot. This massive amount of XP will help players quickly climb to Battle Pass Tier 100. As you can see, I'm level 189, so that's ancient history for me. And we're going to keep searching. There's a talk bubble. I believe that is Jonesy the First in the brick house on the corner. He was part of the Spire quests from weeks back. I still want to do a match where I take out Raz at the Spire and take his explosive bow. Had a few matches like that, but I got eliminated too quick, and it wasn't worth putting up on YouTube. He's a tough customer, by the way. He shoots those energy blasts. You gotta run quickly, or you'll get taken out. So who's watching TV in the attic here? That's kind of wacky. We used to keep a lot of toys in our attic at my parents' house back in Connecticut. The house I live now has no attic and no basement. We used to have a sweet basement as kids. We actually called it the recreation room. My dad built a remote control car track. That was a lot of fun. Slot car racing, we called it. And then he also built a Lionel train set. That thing was huge. Alright, see if we can take this guy out. Nope, I missed. Oh, look at that. I got him with the second shot, and I set the tree on fire. Environmentalists will be knocking on my door. And don't forget to burn down the houses. That's also a challenge this week. So I don't think they're putting XP coins back in the game this season, being that it's week 8. Let's visit Jonesy the First. He's good to upgrade a weapon, or you could challenge him to a duel and take his purple assault rifle. We're going to see him in a second here. I'm still looking for research books. What's up, Jonesy the First? I have that skin. I love it. And there's an ammo box hidden behind a couch. I don't like to call myself the best. He's very modest. I'm just going to upgrade my weapon. And I'll take a challenge from him. Quest accepted. Let's get rid of this wall here with the gaudy wallpaper. I grew up in the 70s, so we had crazy wallpaper as kids. It was a 1970s thing. That and disco. You guys remember the Bee Gees? Boy, those guys were awesome. Here's a fun fact about the Bee Gees. They wrote a lot of the songs for the band The Marbles. Maybe none of you guys know who the Marbles are. Oh, look at that. I finished the challenge for 24,000 XP. The Marbles feature the singer Graham Bonnet. Who is Graham Bonnet? He was the singer for Rainbow. He sings the song Since You've Been Gone and All Night Long. He also sang for a heavy metal artist Impellitteri. And he is still singing. He's in his 70s right now. He has the most incredible voice. You want to hear an amazing vocalist? Look up The Marbles from 1969. When the Walls Came Down is the name of the song that I like the best. And again, the Gibb brothers wrote a lot of their songs. The Marbles featured 2 vocalists, though Graham Bonnet is just such an amazing vocalist. My parents had the Saturday Night Fever album that had the Bee Gees song Stayin' Alive on it. A lot of other great stuff too, like the Commodores. Alright, let's go hire Laura Croft, shall we? And I just want to take a second to point out how cool this Primal skin looks. The Neymar Jr Exhibition Style. Primal. It's perfect for this season. Kind of reminds me of a variant skin for Black Panther, if he added some color to his outfit. Stay safe out there. I can't promise that. We're in Fortnite, Missy. Alright, you are now my adventure buddy. Let's do this thing. As you guys can tell, I have a deep love for music, and my intel goes deep. I like a lot of older classic rock stuff from the 60s and 70s. Oh, look at this. Alright, that is an old school special chest. They have added a new school one too this season. I'm sure you guys have seen those in my videos. So one of my YouTubers pointed out that I have a chill voice. I do that on purpose. When I was a kid, I used to love watching Bob Ross paint. I also loved to watch the French chef, Julia Childs. They both had such mesmerizing, chill voices. I used to just relax after school listening to them. That is my goal, to be the Bob Ross of Fortnite. I hope I'm achieving that. Hunted wildlife, 40 XP. That's not too much. I do want to level up and unlock everything this season. I believe the runic styles are the very last thing. And there's some more specialized skins too. I just unlocked the explosive Cluck skin. Due to all the sweats in the game, I've been having a hard time having good matches. Those sweats, they're so sweaty. They're sweating all over the place, those sweaty sweats. Thanks to Evil Ed for that term. I actually love that phrase, sweats. And we've been writing a song about it. You guys ever chill out in the battle bus lobby, trying to run through your emotes, and some sweat is just running around shooting everyone in the head? That's the most annoying thing in the world. Alright, let's hunt this boar. He was looking kind of bored up on that hill. Pun intended. So I'm feeling a lot better now than earlier. I had a rough night last night, thanks to the second dose of the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine. Although I took an ibuprofen and Pepto-Bismol when I woke up, and I pounded a bunch of water, and it kind of reset me. I was up late last night. I kept waking up in the middle of the night. Had like a stomach ache, a headache. I was feeling nauseous. I used to suffer from vertigo a couple years ago. That's when you wake up and the room is spinning. That is no kind of good. Alright, let's go up here and see what's what. One of these days I just want to run the wall. Stealthy stronghold. What are they trying to keep in? Or are they trying to keep something out? You tell me. You guys remember the Jurassic Park movies? Those are not for kids. Those dinosaurs just straight up eat people. It's kind of gnarly. Alright, can't run across there. I'll have to build a platform. And we'll go up to this one here. This game's kind of slowed down a lot. I apologize for that. There's the Durburger truck. Oh, someone's shooting at me from over there. They must have snuck up behind me. Got a couple nice hits on them, and they're trying to burn me out. This is the week of fire. I was watching Dragon Ball Super with my son Kyle last night. Looks like Frieza came back to life. That's interesting. And the Ginyu Force. I used to like those guys. Those are funny. That was from Dragon Ball Z. You guys remember that? Frieza. Oh, that guy got a couple nice hits. Almost took me out of the game. I'm not quite ready to leave. This dude's setting everything on fire. Let's see if I can get him there. Boy, that guy's a sweaty sweat. They're sweating all over me with those bullets. I'm gonna have to get out of here if I can. Either that or take this guy out somehow. Oh, look at that. Got 12,500 XP. And the storm is coming, so let's reverse my ramp. And there's a rain of bullets on me. gotta do some better keybinds for building. I kind of gave up learning how to build weeks ago. I've accepted my level of building skills. These things are kind of nice. Oh, look at Lara Croft. I almost shot at her. You ever hire a boss and they run up on you and you think it's another player? This guy is just relentless. I'm gonna duck in here for a second. You gotta help me out, Lara Croft. This guy's just taking me out. I'm gonna try and jump in this taxi and get out of here. This battle is lost. Live to fight another day. Sometimes you gotta do that. This guy is like the sweatiest sweat of all time. Look at that. Non-stop bullets. No, can't do that. That taxi's looking mighty good right about now. Let's do it. Let's get out of here. Just like Kenny Rogers says, you gotta know when to hold 'em, you gotta know when to fold 'em. Look, that sweaty sweat is still firing on me. I think I finally got away from that. Let's go up here to the tower. I wonder if the tower guardian is still here. Guardian of the Sea. Sounds like a brand of tuna. There they are. They went from a question mark to an exclamation point pretty quick. These vehicles, they just don't handle very good anymore. Remember when they first came out seasons ago? They were so awesome. Now the handling's bad and they're weak. Wow, that guardian was just firing on me. I gotta regain my health and shield. Give me a hot minute here. I'm surprised I'm still in the game. There's only 5 left. I'm pretty sure one of them is that sweaty sweat. Just sweating all over the place. I want to make a music video for my song Sweats. It'd be pretty funny. Just get some sweaty kid just going crazy on the keyboard. Thanks again, Evil Ed. I love that term, sweat. It's just so funny. I think sweats used to be called tryhards. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm still kind of new to the nomenclature. Let's take this guardian out. They move so fast. Help me out a little. Look at that. They're right up on me. I will take that. Oh yeah, I got great weapons. I got 3 purples. Time to run. That pesky storm. It's always moving in on you. When's the last time you guys battled the Storm King? Fortnite 2019. That's the last time I battled him. I almost forgot. I have Save the World now, thanks to Fortnite Crew May. I gotta fire that up and look at the instructional videos. That's a very foreign game to me. In the back of my mind, I always want to go back to Half-Life 2 or Thief and revisit those games. Unreal Tournament too. Those games are so old. They're from the 1990s. I don't know if you could even find them. Probably digitally on Steam. I have Steam. I just never use it. I think I used it last to get the Five Nights at Freddy's games. They gave away Five Nights at Freddy's 6, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Simulator, for free. Oh, look at that. 24,500 XP for lighting structures on fire. That's awesome. Alright, there's a loot drop coming near me. I might want to hit that up. There's 2. Nothing wrong with looting up. And then I'll go shoot up. There's something going on there for sure. That used to be Doggo's house last season. They put him in the doghouse. Being put in the doghouse is what they say when you're in trouble. Usually it's husbands in trouble with their wives. Or boyfriends in trouble with their girlfriends. For some reason it doesn't work the other way around. I'm not sure why. Alright, let's get that loot drop if we can. Yeah, they're preoccupied with something else. We're gonna try and burn them up too. Nope, looks like I'm not getting a loot drop. I was kinda hoping. Another 12,500 XP. Just racking up the XP in this match. I wasn't really paying attention, but I'm sure I found all the research books I needed to find. That's a pretty easy challenge. They haven't been doing too many of those types of challenges this season. It's just like do damage or burn something up. I always lean on In the Littlewood for those types of challenge videos. He's always good with the intel. And I'm still watching the Llama Sir. He was teasing about a runic Agent Jonesy. I don't know if that's going to come into the game or not. Hey, you never know. Epic Games likes to give out stuff for free. Alright, let's shield up. I don't think anyone knows I'm in here. Now look at that. There's only 3 players left. I can't believe I made it this far. I thought that guy at Stealthy was going to take me out for sure. Alright, I think they're all above me. Just like 9 Inch Nails says, I was up above it, now I'm down in it. And that's the end of my run. Waves, you took me out. Number 3. Oh, look at that, they're using the Carbonite dummy. I'm going to put the Neymar Jr skin away and take out Toon Meowskulls for the next match. So look forward to that. Don't forget to support a creator, JikkySef. That's me, JikkySef. Bam skis. Thanks for watching, please like and subscribe, and have a great Fortnite.